That's right. You got my money.
Brad, just the latest with Al Horford and Marcus Morris.
The latest word, without them both going through warm-ups, is that they'll both be available. Al will be on a restriction. I don't know the exact numbers. I will ask that before we walk out of the locker room.
But your understanding is Marcus would not?
They're both available. They'll both start if they're both available.
No restriction for Marcus?
Not that I know of. Not that I've been told.
The importance of having Horford back in the lineup, what did you see that was different when he wasn't out there for the last 8 games?
Well, obviously, I think he's been a winner his whole career, and there's a reason why he wins, because he makes huge, impactful plays on the court, and more than that, he's kind of the steadying presence on the team and can help direct us on both ends of the court. Now, some of that is manageable when Baines is available, but it's a little bit tougher when they're both out. But those are games where you have to step up and have different guys play. I thought Tice and Robert both gave us, good minutes in this stretch, and they both have to be ready to be called upon again. Tice will certainly play quite a bit, as Al's on his minutes restriction at least.
What was your takeaway from that?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I know everybody here's got a job to do, and so as one of the coaches that was in there after you guys were done with media, I wish we would have gotten out of there quicker, but it was probably better to have that transparent talk in the locker room, amongst us prior to meeting with everybody with recorders. So I do wish that we would have gotten out of there quicker for everybody that night. But those are moments, and it's interesting, Mark, because every time I read about a team meeting, it's like, yeah, everybody has team meetings all the time. Yeah, and every day we have closed door meetings. But some are obviously more impactful, more transparent, and a little bit more raw than others. And I think those are probably the most memorable, enjoyable, and purposeful times when you reflect back on the season.
What do you?
And so my point with that would be, if done right, those are really good, and our guys did it right, well intentioned.
It was pretty spontaneous.
I think it was, I think that the game is a part of everything, right? But we didn't play the way we wanted to play in either of the last couple of games. We've had our moments, we've had our ups and downs, but there's never a right or wrong time. And ultimately, if you're on a team with 15 people that have good intentions and are willing to share what they're thinking, what they're seeing, and what they're feeling, that's a pretty good place to start.
Brad, when do you know to step in, kind of intervene in me like that, or to step back and just let the guys discuss amongst themselves?
I think it's best. I think the best thing you can be is a listener, as long as you can be a listener. So, I always say that a lot of those meetings start off like Festivus, and then they end with like hugs, right? And so it's just like any other family meeting. So that's where we were. We never got to the feats of strength, and it just ended with.
So it's a typical Christmas.
It was Christmas, wherever you are.
Brad, do you walk out of there and say that was a positive experience, or do you need to see it for it to...
Well, we walked out of it, to be quite candid, we walked out of there and we said we're going to continue this tomorrow, and we spent another hour and a half yesterday in a real, just, again, like, those are the moments in coaching that you can't explain. That's what it's all about. So, if it's well-intentioned, and if it's not off the rails, and it was the furthest from that. Our guys are great, and we just haven't played as well as we want.
Did you hold snakes yesterday?
We had a special. We had a holiday party for a bunch of kids. So there was all kinds of stuff in the facility. I walked into a room and about fainted.
But did you personally hold a snake?
No. Alligators, snakes. No, I'm out.
Brad, what do you take from the last matchup against Charlotte into tonight?
Well, Kimba killed us. Obviously, he was tremendous, but he wasn't the only one. There were a bunch of guys. They were They have put every team they've played on skates. They're 7th or 8th in offense this year. They've done a tremendous job spacing teams, playing with great pace. He's done a great job as a coach. The staff, other than Nord, have done a great job probably. Yeah, they're good. They're good, and we got to play good to win.
Have you seen a difference in their defense the last couple?
Well, I just think, first of all, I think it's about how you play on that end of the floor. You have to play with great pace and purpose, and there have been times where we have, and we've attacked good defenses and played well, and there have been times where we have not, and it doesn't matter who we're playing against. And so it's about how we attack, and hopefully we take advantage of our opportunities.
Hey, Brad, are you at all surprised with what Tony has left physically?
Tony Parker?
Yeah, physically.
Great players never surprise me. No, I just mean and we're here in New England, so 41-year-old quarterback. I mean, like, at the end of the day, great players never surprise me. Tony Parker, probably doesn't get the due that he should nationally about being amongst the great players of the last 15 years. Thanks.
Thank you.